Today we're going to be talking about some rescues, and kind of an odd rescue, not a common rescue, but a very important one if you ever have this happen. Now, this is going to be replacing your belay device. So this could be as simple as if you've got one of the devices that has a plastic handle. I've seen these snap under load, especially when you're trying to haul two people. So this could be in a really bad situation. If you're trying to do a rescue, you're trying to release and you've actually snapped the handle off to where you cannot bring the person down. Second of all, I've seen hair get caught in these, clothing, all kinds of heavy coats get caught in the belay device, and now the belay device is useless. So what do we do? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take, and I always recommend everybody have a second carabiner on them. We're going to go ahead and clip into our loops. Remember, each loop is loadable, okay? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie myself a clove hitch, and I'm going to leave it a little loose so there's some play in here. We'll explain why in a second. This is so we can now let go of the rope, okay? So now we can unclip ourselves out of the device if we need to and remove ourselves out of the belay. Now the reason I like the clove hitch is, one, it's adjustable if I need a little bit more room if I decide down the road. But now I have it completely locked off and it's really easy to untie once we're done. If I put it in a knot or any other, if I put like maybe a figure eight or something like that and we put tension on it, it may not be as easy to release. The reason this is here is in case what we do has a problem, this is a backup. Okay, so this is our backup. We're gonna grab our set of fours. So our set of fours are here. We're gonna go ahead and pull them out of the bag. This comes with heavy duty 8mm rope and a set of pulleys with a prussics hitch on it, okay? Now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and trim this. I like to clip this all the way to our tree, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do, come down here, I'm gonna clip it right into the tree so I bypass anything else that might be wrong. Okay, then I'm going to take our prussics. I'm going to pull on our prussics. And of course, we've got a bunch of knots in here. I'm going to pull with 2 fingers on the prussics. So if I pull like this, it releases the prussics. If I let go, it re-grasps. I'm going to pull it up here. Get it to re-slide again. And we're going to go ahead and pull up. And we're going to try to get it quite a little bit above. Now this is the only problem with these guys, is that sometimes they can be a little tricky getting this guy to release. So a lot of people will leave them undone. But I'll actually leave them tight. And I'll pull it all the way out as far as I need to. And I like to give myself some room here. Some room to work with. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some kind of rope grab. It could be a shunt, it could be an ascender. This particular one, I have ascenders, so I put ascenders in this bag. This is what's up at camp. So our ascender here has the rope grab built in. We're going to slide it up. Now I always, when I'm doing this, put a lock on top. That keeps it from sliding off. I'm going to go ahead and tighten my set of fours in there. And tighten it down. Now I can slide this all the way up as high as we need to. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull on the set of fours, and I can pick up just about anybody by myself, but it's always a good idea to have 2 people, okay? Now once we've done this, we're going to go ahead and we release it nice and slowly. Make sure that this is a prussics minding pulley, meaning that it will release the prussic as it comes up. So as you're going to watch that, it'll pull. And as we release, it will grab again. Again, before we let go, I'm going to go ahead and put back into, I can use the same one if I need to, or another one if I have another carabiner on me. Same system. Now I have a lot of loose, now I'm loose here. I can go ahead at this point take the belay device, pull it out, completely out of the device. Remember, we're safetied off because we're backed up here and we're backed up on the main rope here. So if this was even ready to go, it would still catch on the main rope. We're going to take our carabiner out, take our device out. Once we've got it out here, we can go ahead and throw that off to the side. We can grab our new device, something with a stainless steel handle on it. Pop it open, redo it, close it back down, put it back in, and relace it back into the system, okay? Now what we'll do is go ahead and tighten her up. And what do we do first? As always, whenever we place the belay device, we're going to check the carabiner, make sure everything's in good shape. We're going to give it a jerk test. Make sure that sucker's ready to go. Now once we've got it on the jerk test we've got done here, we're going to go ahead and leave it tied up. We're going to go ahead and undo our backup here for the set of fours. Come up here, we're going to grab onto our set of fours, we're going to release it and let it take the pressure and put the pressure back on the belay device. So now it's transferred back onto the rope down here, and I can remove our set of fours. So I can sit there, I can pull, you know, like I said, with pull, it's going to grasp. If we sit there, we take this guy with 2 fingers, we push up on it, and we pull on that main line. This whole system will come loose. I can go ahead, and one good thing to remember is don't ever put this above your head, because when you release it, you still got to be able to take it back off so we can lower the person down. Once we've got it here, we can go ahead and release the set of fours, put those off to the side, come up here, grab our rope grab, unlock our rope grab, pop it loose, take the rope grab off completely. Again, put that off to the side, come back in. We're going to go ahead and clip ourselves back into the belay. And get ready to lower the person down. I grab it with my left hand, come in here, and remember, because I tied a clove hitch, as soon as I let go, it unravels. So I'm not having to worry about untying a knot. At that point, I go ahead and go into my brake position, crack our rope here, and go ahead, now we don't have much weight on here, and lower it right down, okay? Once we get to the bottom, we can go ahead and let the customer or the child down all the way through, onto the ground, and then go ahead and pop it when you guys are ready to take her off and go check and make sure she's doing okay. So as always, guys, this is a review for practice that you've already had up at camp. This is not training. Please go get trained. This is for emergency situations only. I hope you guys never have to use these, but if you do, please keep an eye on how these work. Now, the set of fours can be used multiple different ways, but it's definitely something I'd recommend learning how to use. All right, guys, as always, have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Like and subscribe.